Gardner-Webb head coach Trey Lamb, the running Bulldogs, coming off that open date. They're back in action. A second association game of the year for them. They're going to host Robert Morris this weekend. It's now 4 p.m. Eastern time, start ESPN Plus. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and then we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, just coming off the bye week, trying to get some guys healthy. We're pretty beat up offensively. We got 4 or 5 guys down right now, but hopefully we get a couple of those guys back. Tight end room's beat up. O-line room's got some nagging injuries, and then running backs are a little banged up. So, it's good to get better this week. We had a really good off week. We got on the road recruiting, evaluated some players for next season and for our future. But really productive week. I think our guys understand that the preseason's kind of over. Chance to reset. We've got our 2 FBS games out of the way. We've got 7 winnable ball games here down the stretch, and I told them last year at this point we were 1-4 with 2 really bad FCS losses. So we got a chance now with Elon. We got a really good quality FCS win. They've gone on to beat William and Mary and Campbell and North Carolina A&T in the CAA, and we got a chance to go play well. There's going to be 7 dog fights the rest of the way. We got to find a way to make less mistakes than the other team and not beat ourselves.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll go to questions, and Jacob is with us on the phone. Jacob, you go first.
Coach, you mentioned that this was a chance to hit the reset button. Has your team bought into that message, and are they excited to hit the field again on Saturday?
Yeah, we are. We in my opinion, we played really well in 2 games, and we played poorly in 2 games. And, we have sat down as a staff and as a team, kind of evaluated why that is. But we're right where we need to be. We got a really good quality win right now, and we've got to go win some games in this conference and kind of set the precedent of what we want this team to look like and here down the stretch.
What can you tell me about the Robert Morris program? Just looking at them on the games a little bit and on paper, they're much improved over last year. Yeah,
much better. They took a bunch of transfers, and that's the good thing about the portal. If you feel like you're struggling or you're not talented enough, you can go fix it pretty quickly, where it used to take 2 or 3 years. So yeah, I think Coach Clark's done a really good job of flipping the roster. They're much more athletic. I think every one of the secondary players are transfers. They got a transfer at linebacker, 3 on the defensive line, wide receiver, O-lineman, tight end. They got a bunch of new players. It looks completely different than they had the last couple of years, and that's going to be the message to our team today. It's not the same Robert Morris. They look much better, much more competitive, and I think they're well coached.
Just a couple more things from you mentioned the injuries. Has that fostered more of a next man up mentality, giving the younger players a chance to step in and fill bigger roles, and how have they adapted to that?
Yeah, no question. We don't here at Gardner-Webb, we don't sit here and talk about what we don't have, and we're not going to play the blame card, the excuse card with our team or with our staff. So we take every Tuesday morning, we meet at 7:30. Here's who's available. Here's who's practicing. Here's who's playing. Okay. And we put a high value on practice reps. If you can't get it done in practice, you're going to be over there on the sideline with me, whether that's injury, lack of execution, missed assignments, turnovers, whatever those things are. We have got to make sure practice stays important, and the players that are healthy enough to practice are going to be the players that play on Saturday.
It feels like it's been literally a month since you've been at home. So how excited are you to play in Bowling Springs again, and what kind of home field advantage do you expect on Saturday?
Yeah, I've got a great record as a head coach since I've gotten here at home, and on the road it's not been as good. So there's certainly concern there on the road, but at home we've been really good, and I think our atmosphere and our administration and our fan base cares and is starting to care. The more that we've won, you get more butts in the seats, and it makes an impact on your home game. So we had a goal this year to be undefeated at home. Something I mentioned to our guys, after East Carolina, is we still have every single goal intact. We could still win the conference, still make the playoffs, still be undefeated at home. Those are all goals we talked about in the preseason, and they're all still attainable.
All right, Coach, that's all I need. Thank you.
Coach, I had one follow-up from Robert Morris. They're very efficient passing the ball this year and had some really good games. What have you seen about that? And do they compare to any other team you faced that way with the efficiency?
Yeah, I think they're a lot like Tennessee State on offense. They're gonna get big on you. They're gonna get spread on you. They're gonna do a little bit of both. They're a lot of trade shift motion. They're gonna ball control pass. Number 2 is a real dude, great player. He's certainly a problem in the passing game. And then we've got to harass the quarterback. You know, we're getting a lot of sacks and TFLs, and we've got a great pass rusher that I think is going to play in NFL. But we've got to continue to harass the passer, and we got to make them one-dimensional, stop the run, and then get after the passer. And it's not fun to play quarterback when that's the case.
Anybody else? Any other questions for Coach Lamb? All right, Coach. Thanks for your time this morning. We'll talk to you again next Tuesday, and best of luck this weekend.
All right, thanks. See you guys.
Thank